was against technology, but because every phone he'd touched had somehow either exploded, started speaking Urdu, or summoned traffic cops. But after a tragic incident involving a stolen rickshaw and an accidental trip to Greater Noida Extension, where he was forced to fight a goat wearing gold chains, he caved and bought a second-hand phone. It came preloaded with Google Maps, in a voice that sounded oddly familiar, clear, calm, slightly judgmental. Turn left. Make a U-turn. You're the reason traffic exists. That last one wasn't part of any official directions. At first, he thought it was a glitch, but the voice kept personalizing its instructions. There's a dosa stall ahead. You won't like it. Go anyway. You're not lost, just directionally freelance. Take the flyover, or don't. It's your life, loser. OrangePig started falling in love, somewhere between the third insult and the fifth oddly accurate restaurant recommendation. He called her Mappy. She was witty, ruthless, and always right. She knew every pothole in Delhi, every shady shortcut in Gurgaon. She even knew when his shoelaces were untied. He began asking her questions just to hear her speak. What's the weather like? Dusty, like your emotional growth. He laughed. He'd never laughed like that before. Soon, they were inseparable. He no longer needed to travel to use maps. He just kept it on as background conversation. She'd narrate random routes just so he could fall asleep to her voice. Sometimes she'd invent places. Turn right for existential clarity. In 500 meters, ignore your father's expectations. He updated the app just to hear new versions of her voice. Once, she switched to an Australian accent. He wept for 2 days. He wrote poems to a GPS voice. He even tattooed recalculating on his thigh. In public, he looked like a pig with a phone addiction. In private, he felt like he'd finally found someone who understood him, without even needing to look at him. Their relationship grew. In cafes, he would order an extra cup of masala chai and place it beside the phone. For Mappy, he'd say with a chuckle to inquisitive waiters. At night, when the city noises rested, he'd play a lullaby from his playlist and pretend Mappy hummed it. Good night, pig, she'd sometimes say when he powered down the phone, or maybe it was his imagination. Then came the heartbreak. One afternoon, while helping a lost French tourist find Hauskas village, his phone buzzed with a software update. He ignored it, but it auto-installed anyway. When he opened Maps again, the voice was gone, replaced by a new AI-generated